What's up, guys? Day 1 of free agency is not officially in the books yet, but there's a lot of stuff to cover, and I'm just going to call this Day 1 review right here. This is a play now game. I played as the Rockets. They were the next team to be. I'm going up against the Warriors in this gameplay, but let's talk about today, July 1st, 2016. A lot of free agent news, but what I think is the biggest news of all was Bucks guard Mayo was dismissed and disqualified from the NBA and available to reinstate in 2 years' time. That's due to the violation of the anti-drug policy of the NBA. This is incredible. Crazy news, unfortunate news, obviously, but you don't see stuff like this. In fact, the last time that something like this happened was with Chris Anderson in, I think it was 2006. It just doesn't happen in the NBA. That's why this is crazy, completely unforeseen, and Mayo will not be on the sidelines for the Milwaukee Bucks. I shouldn't say sidelines. He played probably like 20-some minutes a game, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, Mayo, as a player, I mean, he was just one of those guys that was pretty much getting worse every year of his life. You know, he started out as the best prospect, best high school prospect. Before he came into the league, he comes out of high school, he has a great rookie season, and then it's all downhill from there. All until this, and this is just devastating for him, his camp. He's not the only thing that happened today. That's not the only thing that happened. Dwight Howard signed with the Atlanta Hawks for, I think it was 4 years, something like that. Anyway, a long-term deal. He's on the Hawks now, and this pretty much means that the Hawks are done with Al Horford. He's going to go on and he's going to find a contender to be on. Probably the Oklahoma City Thunder. Maybe the Warriors. You never know. But this is crazy news because the Hawks, it just doesn't look like they're going in the right direction right now. They trade away Jeff Teague, which kind of makes sense because they want Schroeder to be their main guy. But now you know that Kent Bazemore's probably not staying in Atlanta. Kyle Korver's getting old, and everything is just centered around Paul Millsap, but you do not have the key parts. You don't have the role players, and I don't think Paul Millsap's the guy to build around to win a championship. I just don't know what direction this team is going in right now. How about Mike Conley? There was a lot of speculation about Memphis Grizzlies guard Mike Conley, and Mike Conley signed the richest deal in NBA history. Yes, this might have something to do with the new TV contracts, whatever, but the point is, Mike Conley is making $153 million for 5 years. This is just mind-blowing. I mean, not only that he's the highest paid player, but that it's him. I mean, wow. Why Mike Conley? I guess, you know, he really convinced the Grizzlies must have really wanted him badly. So after Mike Conley, well, I don't know if this is after, I think this was before, but Evan Turner, who was a Celtics guard / forward / point forward, and he's now a member of the Portland Trailblazers. The Portland Trailblazers have been really active in throwing out offers. They really want to surround superstar Damian Lillard with a lot of pieces. This makes total sense, obviously. They know that he is their guy. If they're going to win a championship, it's going to be around Damian Lillard. He is that good of a player, and I believe it. I've watched Damian Lillard be absolutely uncontainable as a scoring force in the NBA. It just makes sense to me. Chandler Parsons signed a huge deal with the Memphis Grizzlies. Him and Mike are going to the same destination, and he's leaving Dallas. There was little chance that he was coming back to Dallas, and that just seals it. The Blazers actually offered him a max, but he didn't take it. He's going to go to Memphis. Interesting decision. Not really sure what Memphis has at this point in terms of, you know, weapons, what they can do as a team, how they can compete for a championship. I don't know a lot about that. How about Timothy Mozgov? He was like the first guy that we heard about. Remember, Mozgov won a championship as a member of the Cavs last season. He didn't play a lot, and that was, people aren't going to forget that anytime soon because he signed a huge deal with the Lakers. A lot of people are just baffled by this. Me included, kind of. I don't really understand why you need Timothy Mozgov if you're the Lakers. You're rebuilding your team. Why is this the guy? And why is this the guy you're going to give $18 million a year to? Obviously, $18 million a year, or I think it's 16 actually. $16 million a year It's not as much as it used to be because the salary caps are so high, but I mean, come on, really? Timothy Mozgov, they said, I saw this on ESPN or something. They say that Timothy Mozgov gets $9.2 million per point he scored in the NBA Finals. That's just incredible. Jordan Clarkson, he's coming back to LA. This is just a smart deal as a young guy. You want him back. And they didn't spend a lot of money on him either. So a long-term deal for your point guard of the future. Probably, maybe he's a shooting guard. I don't know. I'm not a Lakers fan. I don't know that much about him. I do know that he's young. He's athletic. He gets the job done. I think he averaged like 15 points last year. So he's good. DeMar DeRozan signed a huge contract. He's coming back to Toronto. Toronto fans, don't be afraid that your star is leaving you. It's not going to happen this time. DeMar DeRozan is coming back. They've got Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan locked into contracts. This is exactly what the Raptors want. Those are their two guys for the future. Andre Drummond and Hassan Whiteside were two big men to sign max contracts with the teams they were already on. So Detroit and Miami have centers of the future. And Miami's got to be very excited about this because Hassan Whiteside, his upside is just absolutely, unimaginable. Like, how good can this guy get? It's really immeasurable. Jeremy Lin. Now, this is where we get, I don't like this. Jeremy Lin signs a 3-year, $36 million deal with the Brooklyn Nets. Why would you do that, Jeremy Lin? You could get more money. First of all, yeah, you can get more money. And second of all, you went to Brooklyn. Brooklyn's not going to be good for years. They don't have any picks in the draft for like the next 2 years. It just doesn't make any sense. Matthew Dellavedova left Cleveland and he's in Milwaukee now. Al Jefferson signed a deal with Indiana. This makes Indiana pretty scary. You look at their starting lineup, it's probably going to be something like Teague, Monte Ellis, Paul George, Thaddeus Young, and Al Jefferson. That looks pretty nice over there in Indiana. Jeff Green signed a 1-year deal with the Orlando Magic. Not bad. Obviously, Green is one of those more inconsistent players, but the Magic are trying to get everything they can get right now. I mean, they traded away a bunch of guys for Serge Ibaka, and we still have yet to know if that's going to be a good move or not. I don't think it's going to be. I just think there's too much upside in those players for Orlando. But they have veterans now. Green's a veteran and Ibaka's a veteran. I wonder what they're going to do in Orlando next season. Solomon Hill, who was a Pacers reserve guard last season, he's on the Pelicans now. Very interesting. And then we got a couple guys who just got max contracts. Nicholas Batum got a big contract, fat check from the Charlotte Hornets, where Al Jefferson and Jeremy Lin left. So I wonder how they're going to be. Probably Courtney Lee too. He's probably not going to be there next year either. Bradley Beal signed a max contract. I don't know about this either because Bradley Beal, remember, he's a very good player, but Beal is known for being injury prone. I mean, he's another guy that his ankles have not held up over the course of his career, and it's really just hurt him throughout his career. I'm very surprised that he gets this. I knew he was going to get paid, but a max contract, I think he got like $128 million or something crazy like that. I mean, wow, okay. Everyone's getting max deals. You shouldn't be surprised. I remember earlier I said Harrison Barnes shouldn't get a max. But now that I see all these deals, I mean, Chandler Parsons gets a max deal. You got Bradley Beal and Nick Batum getting max deal. I mean, I don't see the problem with giving Harrison Barnes a max deal now. I mean, is he really that much worse than Chandler Parsons? I don't know. I think Parsons is overpaid right now. And then Evan Fournier got a huge deal from Orlando. And after that, those are like the biggest deals. I know Jared Bayless went to Philly, but Rajon Rondo met with my team, the Bulls, and I don't like this for a number of reasons. I just don't think he meshes well with the team. Him and Jimmy Butler will not make a good combination, if you ask me. And then Dwayne Wade, very interesting stuff. Apparently, he's getting interest from the Bucks and the Knicks. Wow. Well, anyway, this was a action-packed day one of free agency. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'd like to have more of these probably each day. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.